Hey everyone, welcome to arm day, including forearms. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit of space. We just need some dumbbells and you. Starting out with hammer curls. Hammer curls are your heavier ones because you added a little bit of an extra muscle on the side known as your brachialis instead of just doing a regular bicep curl. So you'll be able to do a little bit more. What you want to do is you want to keep your elbows to your sides, keep your body upright, and not rock. So if you're rocking, you can put your back against the wall to kind of prevent your back from being in the equation and really isolate your arms alone. You want to keep your forearms as straight as possible on all these movements, so try not to flex or extend at any point. Exhale as you squeeze, emphasizing the squeeze, going a little bit faster on the way up and a little slower on the way back down. So we're going to alternate. Now we're going to go into triceps. That was a bicep movement, and now we're going to go into the back of the arms. When you want to grab it so your thumbs are facing you and you got a nice hand on the goblet, your elbows are facing forwards into the ceiling. You're exhaling as you drive it all the way out, emphasizing the squeeze on the tricep, taking a deep breath out on the way out, and breathing in on the way down. This is what it looks from the side. Once again, being very careful not to come too close to where you smack yourself in the back of the head or anything. You want to have a nice control going all the way down to about 90. Exhale, driving up, squeezing the back of the arm for an overhead tricep extension. For all these movements, make sure you do 3 sets of 12. If you want a little bit extra, you can do 4 sets. Next one is called a Zottman curl. That's where you come up with a normal bicep curl, you flip it and do a reverse curl down. So you hit all of the forearms, and this one definitely hits a nice good squeeze to your biceps. And make sure you do it slow and controlled. Once again, don't flex your wrist either way or you'll give yourself elbow pain, whether it's golfer's elbow or tennis elbow in that case. Notice my elbows are glued to my side. They're not coming too far out. My shoulders are rolled back if you need it a little bit. Squeezing the shoulder blades helps prevent the rock as well. Once again, you can also use the wall if you need to. The next one, you want to do one at a time. You can do it 2 at a time if you have a lighter weight, but if you have a little heavier weight like I do, you may want to try this one at a time. So that's starting in a lunge position and driving your elbow up to a row and doing a tricep kickback where your arm goes from 90 degrees all the way back to 180. Once again, notice my elbow is glued to my side. I'm just kicking it all the way out, squeezing the tricep, and then slowly returning it back on down. Make sure you do it even on both sides. You don't want to make that imbalance. So now I would do that 12 on the other side, and that would be 1 set. Take about 30 seconds rest between each. And then we're going to go into a concentrated curl. So once again, this is now another single-sided if it's heavier. And you want to do it so your elbow is in the back of your knee. You're leaning into it. You're going to go all the way from 180, curling it all the way in, and then slow return. Once again, make sure it's even on both sides. Very important. And you want to put your arm in the back of your leg, kind of like a preacher curl with one side. Nice control. And then we're going to go laying on the ground and we're going to do a crossbody tricep extension. Now, if your weight's too heavy, because this is a very hard movement to do if you're doing one arm, so you either want to drop the weight if you can, or we're going to go into a double-sided French press, and I can show you that in a second. We use both arms. So if you do it one-sided, you can get that concentration. Notice my wrist is locked out. My elbow is facing up the entire time. You don't let your arm go too far over, and it's over your chest, not over your head. Now, if you do your French press, you get 2 arms to work with it, so you cut the weight in half. Once again, elbows are facing towards your feet. Your regular bicep, the main part of your arm, is facing towards the ceiling. Very important you control it. You do not want to drop this on your head. It's also nicknamed skull crusher. You don't want to actually become what it is. Exhale as you drive, and then control it back on up. Now, we did both biceps, triceps, 3 sets of each. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of forearms. So with your palms facing up, you want to bring it so your elbows and your forearms are glued to your legs. The only thing that's sticking off is the very ends of your wrist. From here, you curl it all the way down, and you curl it up just using your wrist. And this is going to work the top of the forearms, your flexors. You can do it palms down if you have a lighter weight. Unfortunately, I didn't have a lighter weight, so I did a neutral grip on the second one, where it hits kind of a neutral, little bit of extensor, but still a little bit of flexor as well, too. And this is the second one. Once again, you do 3 sets of 12 on both of this. Otherwise, if you do have a smaller weight, you can do palm down and make it so it's flexing upwards. In this case, it's called an extensor. Hope you guys enjoy 3 sets of 12.